Okay, game 5 here. Minionpawn up 3-1 in this Dominion League F11 match.
So let's look at this board. Which is our draw? We have Village, always nice. For trashing, we have Sentry and Scrap.
And Goat.
And Goat. I think I like a Sinister Plot open.
Yeah, in the Kingdom view, Witch is on its own line. There's Witch on a line, then the next 5 cards, then the next 5 cards. So they're telling us something. Maybe Witch is a good card. Although here it's not so great because trashing is pretty solid, and it is draw though, so you will want to play with it.
Yeah, and even though the trashing is strong, you still want to make them spend time trashing curses rather than trashing the cards they want to be trashing.
Yeah. There's a question of, do you try to get to 5 to get to Witch early or Sentry, or do you try to get to 6 and hit Innovation fairly early?
I think I want a Sentry before I want a Witch.
Yeah, well, and Alex will have that decision on turn 4, as will Minionpawn.
Well, Alex could go for Innovation.
Feels bad with the cargo ship coming in, though.
It does.
For both players with the cargo ship coming in. Yeah, cargo ship is one of the nicer things to open just because, it's equivalent to a silver when you don't have any other terminals, and you can make sure your card's getting into your hand pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you see cargo ship turn 3 and you can buy a 5 cost, you can play that 5 cost turn 4, which is almost like you opened 5-2, but somehow Gatsa's still open with a 4.
Yeah, and here I think this is pretty clear innovation.
Yeah.
Whether you're innovating a Witch or a Sentry or a Pixie or Scrap is quite nice with innovation. You can scrap something and gain the horse and play it to make Scrap non-terminal.
Yeah.
You can do weird stuff with plus buy, like you buy Province, Embargo Province. Normally Embargo hurts you first, but probably you would not until the Pixie pile is gone try to do that, because Pixies are quite nice.
Yeah. So I think Innovation looks a lot better than Relic there. Relic you want to add once you've gotten deck control. Innovation just does a lot more for you. You're not going to be able to get Relic lined up that many times right now. Okay, they pop Plot. They get a good Flames Gift, but
I guess you take
it. But they are short on actions here.
Yeah, so without innovation, at some point you're needing to get a Village here.
Oh, they do not take Flame.
There's so many coppers in their hand.
It's their whole deck.
Yeah, innovation now seems quite good. There are cards that are better innovation enablers, certainly. Any kind of throne room variant is amazing with innovation, because you can play the card, you can play the throne room and then play cards still in your hand.
Yeah.
But I think Scrap is pretty decent support for innovation, and Pixie if you gain Will-O-Wisps or you get Earth's Gift, or just Sentry because it can immediately play it and trash something and get move bad cards away.
If you have multiple buys, you can also innovate a cargo ship and then buy another card and set it aside with cargo ship.
Yeah, and that first cargo ship gives you plus coins.
Yeah, it pays for itself. So
the way to get plus coins here is scrapping, basically scrapping a silver for card action buy every time, or card silver buy or something, and then you've got some villages to make all that work. Mountain's Gift doesn't seem great. So here Sentry seems like the best thing.
I definitely want Sentry over Scrap. I want to Scrap at some point for the buy, but
they trash the cargo ship, which seems a little awkward. It seems better.
Yeah, I like cargo ship. It's a good card, and you have almost no economy.
It seems better than coppers. Yeah, I'm surprised neither
Like
player
scrap
is
trashing coppers is really sad. Or sentry trashing coppers is great.
has taken
Sentry.
Sentry yet. Alex has got some options here. They can, scrap a copper, trash a copper, buy Pixie. They can do something halfway between that. Okay, probably like buying the Pixie. And maybe get a nice boon. This for Minionpawn definitely needs to be as we're seeing the junk in their hand, definitely needs to be a Sentry. They need to start trashing. Wow,
Okay, so they're taking Sky.
And they're gonna buy a village. Important, before you take Sky's gift, you need to look at the chat box, right? You need to click on the list of participants. And if you see J-Nails there, you can't do it.
I don't know. J-Nails is okay with gaining gold. You're just not allowed to buy it. That's when you make him a sad hammer.
Yeah. Moyo suggested embargoing Philosopher's Stone. I honestly did not, if I had looked away and you asked me to repeat
I didn't remember P-Stone was on the board.
I would not have remembered. And I don't think I remember Changeling either, which can be you can gain 2 Changelings with a scrap on this kingdom. And then turn those 2 Changelings into witches or sentries or whatever.
Or gold.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not super powered cards here, like King's Court or like a Goon's Grand Market, something that you really want to Changeling. If I want another witch, I can buy another witch.
Yeah, here the only payload is money, so you do have to play the treasure payload. And again, scrap is pretty awkward when it has to trash curses or coppers. Terminal trash 1 card is not particularly good.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see RTT Psychomatic this morning where RTT opened on 2/5 Beggar because there was Way of the Goat. I thought that was pretty funny because for the terminal trashing.
And the reaction, maybe.
Yeah, the reaction did not come up. I do not think, but it could have. It was a Governor Kingdom, so the silvers are a little bit better than normal.
So I think they could both use some villages.
Yeah, if Minion had an innovation that gaining a Will-O-Wisp would have been a village effect. It would have been really nice. Alex has got a pretty significant lead here. The challenge is now
sort of scraps on gold, which I don't really like. I kind of like that gold.
Yeah. Are they going to scrap a gold and buy another gold? I kind of as in would still take Pixie Sentry here. I think you want a Sentry still.
Yeah.
There's really no point of this game when I don't want a Sentry.
Yeah, in games with limited draw, Sentry actually isn't just a great trash early on, but then in the late game becomes a top-notch sifter. Helps you not choke on green as badly.
We're also saying, well, we're going to see 2 piles be gone very soon, but probably not have a 3rd pile run. And probably will be provinces.
Yeah, when no real extra gains, I don't see piles actually disappearing here.
Again,
like a 3rd pile, I mean.
Yeah, would trash a copper and a curse, and you've got then 6 money. You can. They were able to play the horse with Changeling, which is they were able to play the horse with Innovation, which is quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
The second witch, when they were already
feels
down,
like it would have been good early on. I wanted a second witch much earlier in the game, but curses are almost empty now, and you're already pretty much drawing deck.
But the way these draws worked out is they're going to give out a full extra curse. And Minionpawn is already under trashed on curses here. So
yeah, wow, they're at -6 VP.
Yeah, Alex can build just a little bit more and then just start Actually, they could build quite a bit more. They don't really have any rush here.
Yeah, I think they probably want to build to double.
So I think that does mean now to possibly get a gold here.
Yes, it is Shakalaki. This is leaky.
F.
My bad. F.
Um, yeah, both these players are playing well. I would not be surprised if seems like reasonable level of play for E Division as well.
Yeah. I'm not making a mistake. It was a compliment. Okay, so Earth's Gift is letting you get some villages, probably.
Yeah, man, that's tough. That does end up being this third pile. They are just going for the. And sad, they still don't have innovation, so they're not able to gain and play those.
Yeah.
So you and I have played one league match, I think, and we split it 3-3.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The double, the Earth's Gift in 2 turns. Quite exciting. And I assume they're just going to take the rest of the pixies. Or 1 pixie, 1 village.
Yeah.
You can't even now, as Alex trashed the village. You've got extra villages now. Just buy like Pixie Village and say I'm going to end the game in a couple turns emptying villages, and you're going to be at -4 VP.
Yep. So Alex keeps doing this, scrapping a gold for Changeling and some other stuff. I'm not sure I really like that. You kind of like, what are you getting from Changeling here?
I want my gold back.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Alex is saying
I guess you grab another village and just try to pile them out.
Yeah, that doesn't seem unreasonable. Minion isn't going to be able to get a province, I don't think. Maybe with best possible draw, but certainly they're not going to be able to, do that 2 turns in a row. They need a couple more turns to get thin.
Sad sentry. So why you want your sentry early? Because early on you have way more junk cards and way less good cards. So sentry is much more likely to see the bad cards and help you trash them.
Yeah. I consistently underrate Sentry just because I've had a few kingdoms where it just, every time it revealed silver. And the next turn I would draw 4 coppers in the state. But, in general, it's going to draw for you nice stuff and be able to trash fairly reliably. It seems like a decent enough boon. I think I take the...
I think you trash just because your goal is to end the game right now.
Yeah, they're going to be 1 gain short here, it looks like.
Yeah.
Even if they'd taken that, they'd be 1 short. So...
I mean, if you want to keep going, you could go for card and something. Card buy, I guess, and hope you find a witch.
Yeah, they've got 2 witches, I think a pixie down there, so they've got stuff they can find. Innovating the horse.
Oh, in a horse. There we go.
They did not get a plus buy there, though. They should have gotten a plus buy instead of...
Yeah, that would have been game if... No, they would have been short. But...
They have no economy.
They have no money.
So, yeah, is there a possible way...
This is actually a hilarious troll deck to win with. Like, Alex's deck literally has no money, doesn't do anything except spin and pick up more really cheap cards.
Yeah. Well, they can take a losing tie now, so they've actually got to find a plus buy. Or get a nice...
I mean, there's a lot of things. They only need an estate, so Pixie could give them a Earth's Gift or something.
I think even if they just scrap a village into...
You just scrap a village here and you're good.
Buy... What? Silver buy coin should be enough. Yeah, that's actually more than enough. I just need 5, right, to buy village.
Well, you can just use Changeling, and you just do Changeling buy an estate.
Yep. So that seemed like it was a little bit closer than it needed to be at the end, but probably was still safe all the way there for Alex.
Alex definitely, with better draws, could have closed out that game like 2 turns earlier.
Yep. The scoreboard now reads Mama.
Minion, if you want to get thin better, try buying Sentry as your first 5. It's a pretty good card.
Okay, well, so yeah, Alex won their second game, is now on 3-2, and hopefully we'll be able to get a tie hopefully for them. Minionpawn will look to get the 4-2. We'll see you in game 6.